All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So we're going to cover the big boys of the AI sector, the big girls of the AI sector. We're going to look at NVIDIA, Palantir, and AI, okay? I would say NVIDIA is holding up the best from the three, but yeah, it's definitely at a pretty critical place, all right? In all honesty, I really do not expect this to lose and drop this gap, all right? I do not think we are coming down to 316. I would be so scared of the overall market if we did that, all right? So I'm gonna at least start right there because obviously this looks scary, this looks ugly. I'm sure people are getting worried. Do I think this is gonna come down? Yeah, I do. Do I think that this is gonna lose this? No. Okay, I'll say that again later, but I at least really wanted to start there just to make sure we're all on the same page. From there, Palantir is doing a little bit worse than NVIDIA, and then I would say AI, C3 AI, is doing worse of the three, okay? And it's funny because at one point I had AI kind of as the king. I've now kind of moved the order to that three right there, NVIDIA 1, Palantir 2, AI 3. Again, I'm just reshuffling these as I see them moving, right? But a little bit to be worried about on these three. I'm not here to pretend things are good, but look, I've said it so many times. I think AI is the hot sector. I think AI is king. And look, all we're going to do is cool down a little bit before hopefully we take back off. You know what I mean? So just my general opinions. But before we go any further, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how this thing is setting up short term. We have 5 moving averages, horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like, subscribe, share, comment. Look, anything you can do really does help me out. But for real, just being here and giving me your time is super, super appreciated. Okay, so look, again, there are some scary things happening with NVIDIA right now, okay? We've been here before in some ways. We have a bad little candle. We have a bad little candle. We have a big scary red one. We have a big scary red one. Last time, we were able to string our way back over the 8, okay? And we actually had no moving average catch us, okay? Clearly, there is a line to be drawn right there, all right? I'm not going to do it on the bottom of this one. I'm going to do it on this one because this one's just a little bit bigger than that one, right? But yeah, I don't think we're going to lose 378. I really don't, okay? The real question I have is, are we going to lose this 20 moving average or not, okay? 405 is the money line, all right? And if we lose 405, I can see us coming down to maybe 390. All right. If we lose this 392, that's where I'll start thinking 380. Okay. But one more time, I can't expect us to go much lower than 380. This stock had killer earnings. All right. That's what made it gap up. Maybe we come back into the peak of the gap. I do think that the NVIDIA earnings were justified and it wasn't just like some silly hype. I do believe that when we broke the all-time high from this peak right here, it justified the pop. I do, you know what I mean? And yeah, we had a really high RSI. We were literally at an 88 for a stock of NVIDIA. That's not what this is supposed to do. This is a chugger, you know what I mean? So makes sense that we're gonna go all the way from 88 down to 50 something. Maybe we even go down all the way to like 30, high 30s, mid 30s, right? But yeah, I am not worried about this gapping down, all right? I think one more time, 390, I'll even draw this. I think this is worth drawing. I think 390, then 380. If 380 starts to look shaky, yeah, then for sure I'm going to take that back and say, oh my goodness, gap, worries, right? But for now, I am okay. Look, this does not look good. This does not look good. This does not look good. I'm not pretending these are okay. Hey, maybe I am way too overconfident in them and wildly wrong, but I think these two lines are going to hold. I really, really do. So just my thoughts on that. Let me know if you disagree, but yeah, that is what I'm thinking. Look at that. Okay, this line right here pretty much hits the 8 on the dot, which is a lovely thing to see. Arguably, I could have drawn something right here around 350, around the 50% candle of this big one, but I like what I'm seeing there. Where is 350? Oh, it's right in the middle. I'm going to draw that. I'm going to draw that because, again, if we get caught in the middle for no reason, we will at least know, no, it wasn't no reason. It was 50% candle of the weekly. So I like that. This is our NVIDIA chart right here. Cool. PLTR coming into Palantir. Okay, again, not a fantastic chart, but surprisingly not as horrible as I would have expected other charts to look like, okay? So look, when you can do something like this, which is essentially green, 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 I usually say from there it's gonna be red, 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 red. So I'm very surprised that we've lost the 20. Relatively confirmed it pretty hard. Like, neither of those are big candles, but those are both enough to make me think it's going down. And it actually kind of goes up a little bit today instead of just dropping hard, even like to yeah, this is the 50. This thing should be coming down to 1150. I'm surprised this little curve is happening. You know what I mean? And hey, it's not a good MACD. It's not a good RSI. Surprisingly, volume's been going down the last couple days too. So this is surprising me. I can't say it isn't. You know what I mean? Like, I say it all the time. Green, 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 green. Red, 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 red. And look, I'm going to delete the line because it's not worth drawing. This is more important. But we lost this. Like, we are not in this horizontal anymore. But, you know, it's trying to, like, hold it, which I think is really interesting. But, yeah, I don't want to draw this. I don't think it's that hard a line to draw. I was just kind of putting it there for just you can see my thoughts visually, right? But Palantir is holding up. Again, I think NVIDIA is holding up a little bit better than this, but interesting to see. Like I said, the plummet to the 50 hasn't happened. As it stands right now, I have to put my target here. It seems more likely that we're going to come down to the 50 than it does breaking this, you know, 1520. If this thing can get to 1520, if this can get over the 8 and the 20 moving average, oh, that would be fantastic. That would for sure be, because look how low the RSI got. Like, this would be a fantastic ride from the 40s back up to the 80s. You know what I mean? So, yeah, again, there's not too much more I can say other than, yeah, I'm a little surprised. You know what I mean? Oh, I think this might explain it just a little bit better. Okay, so we've broken the 100 on the weekly, and mind you, let me just zoom out to be sure. Yeah, there is no 200, right? The 100 is actually the last of the moving averages. So we broke it. You know, it's funny, it's the same wording I just said on the daily. Like, neither of these are confirmations and neither of these are confirmations. Even this big drop in a lot of ways wasn't a horrible one because it was still over the 8, still over the 100, right? So as it stands right now, we're holding the 8. As it stands right now, we're holding the 100. 1280. Where's 1280? 1280. It's right here. I'm going to draw that. I think that's worth having. Maybe 1280-ish holds this. Otherwise, like I said, I would have expected it to come down here, but cool. I think that's some good thoughts on Palantir. Hey, let me know if you disagree or have any other thoughts. And then winding it out is C3AI. Again, this is taking a little bit harder of a hit. This is kind of what I expected Palantir to look like, in all honesty, right? You lose the 8, you doji the 20, you lose the 20, you have another relatively bad day. When you get into the -5s, that's really where I start to call it a bad day for sure. You know what I mean? No one wants to lose 5%. Like, 5% days add up very quickly, you know? So again, green, 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 red, 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 red. It makes sense that this is going to want to come here, which is essentially where the 50 is. And really, look, even this line is at this point essentially where the 100 is, right? So these two are more about the moving averages than the lines I drew, right? So, and really, in probably not too long from now, the 200 is probably going to go around there. So I might be coming up to needing to delete some of my lines, actually, but for now, again, this doesn't look good, this doesn't look good, this doesn't look good. The last two stocks actually didn't look good. It makes sense that we're going to come to either one of these lines. I don't think we're going to come all the way down here. I think one of these two should be able to catch the fall. If we lose the 100, I would be scared. That's for sure. But again, I think the fact that we have two moving averages, two really good, strong moving averages, they really should catch the fall. I don't think it'd be too bad. We're a little closer than ideal to the negative MACD range, though. I think that's at least worth calling out just a little bit. Again, yeah, I think this calls it out. Like this 25.84, we have two moving averages on the weekly. Like I said, it would be really hard for me to believe we'll lose that line, which is the 100, right? So I think that's a good little reassurance right there. So, hey, just my thoughts here. Let me know what you think. Otherwise, as always, appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you.